Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Insola, the principal of Hearing Doctors. All the patients that we get to meet and work with every day, they have a unique story about their hearing journey, and I would like to share some of those with you.
I went to another hearing organization and tried their product, and it was a disaster. And they were almost a fly-by-night type of operation. They could care less once they got your money. And that completely turned around last fall. I was in the hospital for a serious case of pneumonia. When I got out, I needed an internist. They recommended Dr. Jeffrey Kent downstairs in this building. When I saw Dr. Kent at the end of the meeting with him, I said, I desperately need a hearing doctor. And he said, I have an excellent colleague upstairs in this building, Dr. Himmler. I highly recommend you go see her. And I am so pleased that I did. It was seriously impairing my one-on-one conversations. On telephones, I would have to ask a person to constantly repeat themselves, and then I would unfortunately cut them off because I thought they were done speaking, but they weren't. I just wasn't hearing the last few words of their sentence. And this creates a lot of personality conflicts because the other person thinks that you're being rude to them, and I was not. I just wasn't hearing them. So with hearing doctors, all of that has stopped and turned around 180 degrees, and I'm thankful to God it did. I was a professional Army historian for 34 years, 9 of which I spent in the Pentagon working for the Secretary of the Army and the Army General Staff. Communication is critical, and understanding what the generals are saying to you or their aides are saying to you is critical, because they're literally having to make decisions within minutes based on the information that you give them. Many times I had calls from President Reagan's White House staff before they would go to Europe, Secretary of Defense Caspar Weinberger, Secretary of the Army John O. Marsh, and many times the phone calls were based on, we need information on X, Y, or Z. We need it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in order to run it up the chain of command for a decision to be made. And I would have to have that information readily available, but if I couldn't understand the person on the other end of the phone, I could misconstrue what they were saying, and then I would not be able to give them the correct information upon which a decision was going to be formulated. When I first came in to see Dr. Himmler, right away when she came to see me, I felt comfortable. She was a caring professional. She was totally knowledgeable about her field, including all the latest technological developments. Her demeanor was very relaxing. I immediately felt at ease, and this was someone I could work with, and I immediately had the concept in my mind that this doctor has my best interest in mind. They are here to help me, and I'm going to come out of here being able to hear like a normal person again. When I left the office after the first visit with Dr. Himmler and had my initial hearing aids, I immediately felt comfortable again in interacting with other people, both socially and professionally. I immediately felt whole again. I didn't have to second guess myself. I wasn't always wondering if I fully understood the other person. I got my confidence back in interacting with people, and that's critical. If you have any questions in your mind about not being able to hear again, this is the office to come to see. This is the process to go through. There's no pain involved. There's no second guessing involved. You're treated very courteously. You're treated very professionally. You are talked with, not to, but talked with a professional that treats you as an intelligent human being to make medical decisions.
If you or someone you love is suffering from hearing loss, tinnitus, or balance disorders, please visit our website at hearingdoctors.com.